I just got sunblind.
Are you okay?
Blinded
You should
by
put
the
your
sun.
sunglasses on.
They're in my car.
I wish.
You want mine?
Yeah.
I wish you would do the show every day with your sunglasses on.
Do you really? If I
No,
did
that is just weird.
If I had sunglasses on every day in here, that would be awesome. Because then people would come in like on tours or to meet us or to bring us things or for interviews. And then I have my sunglasses on and I'm not blind.
When you see like people who think, like famous people.
Yes.
And you see them with their sunglasses on inside, don't you think Captain D-Bag?
I do. I always
Yeah.
wonder like why Bieber needs to have his sunglasses on. And nobody
Right.
else in his entourage has theirs
No.
on. So he's the only guy wearing sunglasses that time.
It's weird.
Great sunglass scene. Did get to finally watch the movie Airplane with the kids.
Okay.
Where Robert Stack comes in and he takes off his sunglasses and he has another pair of sunglasses on underneath. That is classic. I got in trouble a little bit.
What did they think of the movie? Did they like it?
They loved it.
Did they get it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if Charlotte did.
All right.
I said to the kids, Katie and I have been debating whether or not to let the kids watch Airplane. And it's on Netflix. So I'm
Right.
like, we're going to, at some point, we're going to watch Airplane. It's going to happen.
What is it rated?
PG.
Okay.
But that's because back then,
PG was naughty.
no, there wasn't PG-13.
Oh, okay.
So PG, it's probably a PG-13 movie. But
Yeah.
back then, that didn't exist. So I say, I go on the IMDb parental guide, and I read, 'cause it's like 7 o'clock on Saturday morning, and I'm like, we're watching this movie. This is happening. And Katie is still in bed. So I call it up. And there is a scene. So I had told the kids to just shut up. I said, be quiet, because you are going to miss jokes. And I'm going to miss jokes.
Right.
Because
do they ask a million questions during
Yes,
movies?
yes.
What does that mean? What did he say?
Exactly.
What is that? Okay.
Where are they going?
Right.
It's like, they'll tell you, let the movie play out.
Okay.
So I said, you'll miss the jokes. So at one point, they say the S really hit the fan.
Okay.
And then they go to a fan and poop hits the fan.
Of course.
And it's
the
hilarious.
movie is so funny.
And at that point, Haley says to me, Dad, what is this rated? And I said, PG, why? And she's like, no reason. I just went back to watch it. But yeah, the poop definitely hit the fan. So hilarious.
that makes me want to watch that movie again.
They didn't get all the references, so I had to tell them. Like Barbara Billingsley is in it, and she speaks jive, and I'd say that's funny because she's Leave It to Beaver's mom.
Right.
They do a Saturday Night Fever little parody. I said that's a famous movie that they do that. The kissing on the beach scene. I said that's from another famous movie. They're doing a lot of famous things here that you don't know.
Right.
Like that's funny. Peter Never Has a Second Cup of Coffee at Home was a coffee commercial that was on in those days. So they didn't get a lot of that, but
Is that the naughtiest movie they've ever watched?
Is that the naughtiest movie they've ever watched?
Well, because you know how everybody always says that movies like Frozen and Shrek
Right.
are really adult movies.
Right.
But they're kids' movies because they're cartoons and they don't understand the humor. You hear that all the time about cartoon movies.
I know. Haley went to a birthday party in kindergarten. They watched Beetlejuice, and that scared her to death.
It scared me, too, when I was an adult.
So she was afraid of that. But the naughtiest movie they've ever seen, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Are there some Selena Gomez movies that kind of get out there?
Really?
Like Disney. Disney definitely walks the line.
Okay.
And the big Disney thing to make it cool for the kids is just totally being disrespectful to teachers and parents and to everybody.
Okay.
And just saying the meanest thing that you can, and then that's the funny character says the mean things. So we had to stop watching a few shows because the mean character is so mean. I mean, like
Really?
insult comic mean to parents, to teachers, and it's like we need to stop watching this.
Who did that? Remember the after-school specials?
Yes.
Remember those? Were those Disney? Those weren't Disney.
Those
were
were not.
Oh, those were like ABC or
Right,
something.
those would be on the network. Well, because we didn't have Disney. We only had 4 channels. That's what we had to watch.
Well, there was Disney. Disney used to do a Sunday night movie every
Right.
now and again.
I want to watch Can't Buy Me Love with the kids.
Oh, I love that movie.
That's R.
Is it?
It is. Well, the whole "you're a whore." I mean, you can't talk about stuff like that. You blanked on
says
you pooped on my
that?
house. Remember when her boyfriend comes back from college and found out that that he had paid her, Donald had paid her all the money,
right.
and then freaked out at the party.
Yeah, I'm like,
and,
that's not part of the
and
storyline.
crying.
Yeah.
Leaving Las Vegas, I wanted to watch with them, but
What?
just
You do not.
Just 'cause they would like to go to Las Vegas, I think.
Leaving
right? That'd be a good one. I
Come
think
here,
they'd like
little
to see.
7-year-old Charlotte. Sit down and watch this.
Let's
I'm going
watch
to teach
this.
you a life lesson
Exactly.
right now.
Don't drink. Look
That
at this.
movie. It's a great film. But man, is it disturbing?
when he goes to the
sad.
bank and he can't sign his check And then he goes to the bar and he comes in like that. The thing about that though is her scene in the hotel room is the worst scene in that movie. And that's where like you got to be careful with the kids because Haley's at the point where she's 11. So she's going to be in 7th grade. She needs to start building a foundation of these movies. And that's why I wanted to watch Airplane. I don't want her going into 7th grade and not knowing, you ever seen a grown man naked, where that came from. Or you like movies about gladiators. I did have to explain to her.
Really?
To all of them.
Okay.
That Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, because he's in the movie, and he's Roger Murdoch. So he's in it, and then when the kid comes to the cockpit, he says, "You are Kareem Abdul-Jabbar," and he's like, "No," and then he breaks character and says, "Yes, I am." I had to say, he's a really famous basketball player,
right?
But he's pretending that he's not, and then later you're going to see that he is. Like, they're breaking down that wall. It's funny. Okay, so they like that.
So did they laugh?
They laughed. Charlotte didn't laugh one time. But Elizabeth laughed and Haley laughed.
I like how Charlotte's teeth are coming in.
Yeah, she lost another tooth after your party.
Did she really?
She did. She's just pulling them out like gangbusters. Pop, 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 pop.
I
pop.
said to Katie, I said Charlotte did something extraordinarily cute, and I said I could eat her face, and Katie goes, "Really?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, she's so cute. I just want to eat her.
We don't find her as cute as you seem to.
Yes, you do. Yes, would you shut
Doesn't
up?
seem to. We don't seem to.
Yes, you do.
We don't seem to.
She's cute.
We were just glad that we got all 3 of them home. Yeah, we didn't know if we were going to leave one, or we had talked about maybe leaving one at your house.
That would have been awesome.
If you would have found a kid later, like we would have just put them to bed, like you had to put Dan to bed. We put them to bed right there in your house, and we
go
just
upstairs.
leave.
No, that would have been a great surprise. It would have been awesome.
Hey, had a little sleepover last night with my kids. Enjoy it.
What time do they go to bed in the summer?
Like 8, 9, 10. Doesn't matter. They went to bed late last night because they had a sleepover in the basement. So I went down. I was going to bed at 10. So I went down and said, "All right, good night," and they were still watching Frozen.
Really?
Yeah. So
They had a sleepover just with each other?
Just with each other. Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, the basement sleepover.
Made built-in friends.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
they're not really friends, though.
Yes. Well, they played very well together.
They did.
All day long in that pool. I mean, how long were they in that pool? Like
5
6
hours, yeah.
Yeah,
6 hours,
minus
maybe.
eating. They were in that pool the whole day, and they were fine.
They were fine. Till
They were building forts.
Till Dan started getting all disruptive in there, like tossing them around and being a jerk to them. Oh, did I say Dan?
Did you turn into Dan?
I meant
Dad. Yeah.
And Curtis.
Hey, today.
So Curtis is going to be, you're going to be 38 this year.
38, yes.
So you have a few years before you turn 50.
Yes.
Did you see that article about things you need to do to be a cool 50-year-old guy?
No. How do you become a cool 50-year-old guy?
This is what they say to do.
Okay.
Number 1 is embrace your baldness by shaving your head. So
Oh,
you go Bruce Willis.
Go Bruce Willis with
Go
the
Bruce
bald
Willis.
head. Okay.
If you do have hair, keep it trimmed. It's up to you whether you dye it or just let the gray happen. Both are okay.
That's okay. Okay.
Wear a good watch.
Where
Which people don't really wear watches anymore a lot of times because
No.
of phones.
You don't need a watch anymore, right?
Which makes me kind of sad for watch companies.
But they still are everywhere.
Yeah, they still, they definitely have the same amount in stores.
Exactly.
Because Dan's a watch guy. Dan loves watches,
Okay.
but he doesn't wear them all the time.
I have a
Wears them
watch
when we go out.
that I got. Kate and I got each other watches as engagement presents.
Oh, nice.
So since '99, I've had the same watch, and it's about time to get a new watch. But
Do
yeah,
you ever wear it?
I wear it. No, occasionally I'll wear it.
Like to
I'll-
the grand wedding or something, will you wear it?
No, but I'll wear it
No.
to like a soccer game, so I know what time it is. I don't have to dig into my pocket.
Okay. So wear a good watch. Use moisturizer, which I know you don't do.
No, you got to have moist skin though.
Things that you need to be a cool 50-year-old guy. If you're single, date women close to your age.
Don't
Did
go.
you see that
don't go
story
super
today?
young.
Some
Yeah,
famous guy, he was in like the, what was he in?
He was in Scarface. He was Melanie Griffith's husband back in the early '80s. He's 57.
She's 18.
He took an 18-year-old, and she's not even that smoking hot.
Stephen Bauer. He's on Ray Donovan now, which I don't know who he is. I watch it.
He
know who he is.
he was good in Scarface. He was great, and Melanie
Okay.
Griffith, who was in Scarface, so they started dating back then. But
Okay.
then it, like, if you were 57 and dating a young woman, she should be like the best of the best, and I don't find her to be. I definitely saw the red carpet pic, and I didn't even know that they were dating when I saw the pic over the weekend.
Does she look 18?
She does look young
Okay.
and 18 and not like when that one freaky guy was dating Courtney Stodden. And then,
Hutchins.
yeah, Doug
Hutchinson.
Hutchins. When they were together,
Yeah.
like at least she was like a Barbie doll. I mean, there's a reason to go for her. Mm-hmm. But this just seems like, I don't get it.
Every time one of those stories pop up, I think, what do you possibly have in common?
And what are your parents? How do they sign off?
Right. And her parents, this girl's parents are like Congress. He's a
congressman?
He's in the Senate, or
well, they have to be younger than 57.
Her parents are former Missouri Republican Senator John Luden and Tea Party founder Dr. Gina. They were on Wife Swap last year.
They were so they're celebrity whores is what they are. That's what they're looking for. They're looking to become famous.
Yep.
And this is another way for them to be famous is by selling their daughter to this man.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. 57. Can you imagine dating somebody? We've talked about this before. Like, oh, yeah, we're 40 years different. But, yeah, I can't even imagine.
No, but remember when we had Jorianne on last week and one of our listeners called and she said her boyfriend was 3 times her age and then she was how old?
Yeah.
Like 30 or something?
Yeah.
And Chris goes, he's 90?
She's like, no, 2 times. 2 times my age.
90?
But,
so you need to avoid this stuff. Do not spray tan.
Okay.
I'm going to skip number 7 and come back to that last.
Okay, good.
Don't wax your body hair, especially your chest.
That waxed chest, I never understood that. Unless you're a bodybuilder.
Right.
What's the point?
Don't get a facelift.
Okay.
And
Kenny Rogers.
Don't text your kids' friends, follow them on Instagram or friend them on Facebook. But the last one.
I do that.
And I think this gets a really bad rap.
Okay. 50-year-old man.
You don't want to look like an idiot, apparently. You're not supposed to grow a soul patch.
Right.
I kind of like the soul patch.
But that's like, I'm an old man, and now here I am. I have my soul patch. Look, I'm still hip. Like, soul patch does not equal hip.
It's just a little teeny soul patch.
But you grow it.
If you don't know what a soul patch is, it's like a little piece of hair right under the lip.
You grow that, though, to look like you're cool. Like, hey, look how cool I am. Look how young and hip I am.
Why do people grow beards or mustaches or goatees?
Same reason. But that is actually something. The soul patch just says, oh, look, I'm 20 and I'm experimenting with my facial hair. Not I'm 50 and I finally decided that I could try this out.
Huh.
I am Instagram friends with a lot of Haley's friends.
Are you?
So where it says don't follow them on Instagram.
But I think now it's okay. But when she's an adult, when she's 25, you probably don't want to be following.
So I'll be 50. She'll be 12. So she'll be 23 when I'm 50.
Right.
Don't follow her 23-year-old
friend.
friend.
No, it makes you seem like a creepy old man.
Hey, just check it out on Instagram. I like that.
Probably makes you seem like a creepy old man.
Probably, because why you're looking at those pictures. Mm-hmm. But I'm just interested.
Do you agree with that list?
I guess. I mean, I'm not the one who looks at 50-year-old men and thinks that they are, like, weird. That would be more like women, right?
Amanda? What do you think about the soul patch? Do you think it's kind of...
I don't really like it. I don't know. I don't really like facial hair in general.
What do you think about the Bruce Willis? Do you pretty much know that the guy is bald when he has a bald head?
Yeah, if you're over 50 and you're bald, probably are balding.
Well, and usually you can see the outline of the hair.
Right.
Well, unless you shave it every day.
Yeah, you would have to.
I mean, if you
straight razor it every single day.
If you get in there every day, you could do it.
That would be so high maintenance.
People love it, though. It's the same as like doing your hair for a woman. You just shave your head. You just make it part of your routine. My dad shaved his hair. He was bald.
Yeah.
And he shaved his head.
And his was smooth, right?
Yeah, he did it every day.
Smooth.
Every day he was in there. And I don't remember when he started, but in the 50s, I would say.
Okay.
So probably somewhere in there, he said, you know what, I'm going to go bald instead of just having
He's a trendsetter, your dad.
My dad and Bruce Willis, they were running mates. They were best friends. Like, they were together all the time. Do you see a 50-year-old guy and, he's got a long, crazy hippie
my
hair?
favorite is when they're really bald up top and they have a long ponytail in the back.
Yes.
That's the best.
That's a great
And then
look.
a soul patch.
That's pure
and
Michigan.
And they're spray tan.
Right? You like the opposite of all that stuff. Yeah. Spray tan. He's got the bald. He's texting his daughter's friend right there at the moment. I love it.
That's just weird.
I do wonder what you would talk about, though.
If you're 60 and she's 20.
If you're texting your daughter's friends, unless you're asking like about where the daughter is,
right?
Why are you texting their friends?
What would you be saying?
I didn't even text Katie's friends, and she's my wife and my same age. I don't ever write to her friends unless I need to know where Katie is.
Mike texts Amanda's friends.
Oh yeah, you look pretty hot.
Are you over that now?
I am.
Yeah, because that was fine. And nothing happened. Did we end up talking about that, or did we just put that on Facebook?
No, we talked about it.
Because that...
Did we?
I don't think we did.
Oh,
No.
we didn't talk about it.
Okay, here's the deal. Here's
That was
the
on the DL until right now, I guess.
Oh, no, we'll keep it on the DL.
No, because it was on our Facebook page for a day. Like, it sat there.
Right.
And then Amanda came to tell me, and I said,
But I didn't say it was Amanda.
Right. And now you just did.
What
we'll
about
just-
Amanda?
Spoiler. Thank you very much.
Give me the music.
We'll just. Do you want us to leave that alone, right?
I mean, I guess whatever. Talk about it.
No, we'll leave it alone.
Amanda Drama. It's time now.
Curtis, be nice. She wants us to leave it alone.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what he did. I'm on his side on this. I
found out that people were asking Curtis about it before I even knew.
No, not asking. More like gloating.
What are you talking
I would
about?
say.
Asking Curtis about what?
About the text. I told you that. When I saw it on the thing, I said, oh, are we talking about this today? You said, yeah, how do you know about that? I said, oh, yeah, I found out about it over the weekend. Even my wife. Okay, so here it is. Put yourself into this position.
Okay.
You and your friend go out with Dan.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Dan sends your friend a text. Had a great time. You looked real nice. Good night. And that's the text that he sends to your friend. Are you mad about it? That's all you know.
That's all I know. If we're speaking specifically about Dan, I would say no, but I would think it was weird because Dan does not text my friends.
Okay.
So I would think, why were you Yeah, I would think it was strange.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be like, Dan's cheating on me.
So I talked to Katie about this because she came to the Summer Craft Beer Festival. This is when I first learned about this whole thing. So then Katie and I are talking, and I said, yeah, listen to this. I said, this is no big deal, right? And she's like, no, I wouldn't think that was a weird thing.
But you don't text her friends.
No, but if I did, because if it's a friend of yours, too, and of his. This is a mutual friend. It's not like specifically your friend.
But that's not this situation.
Yes, it is, because they hang out all the time when she's out of the state.
Do you think they're friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny.
They're absolutely friends.
But they're not friends now. He wants nothing to do with her. You just told us that last week.
They're not friends now. They were.
Who told us that?
Amanda told me that last week. Amanda had a friend who Mike texted at the end of the night and said, you looked really nice tonight. And now they're not friends. He wants nothing to do with her.
Really?
Yes. So you tell me now if that's innocent.
Okay.
There's something going on.
It is innocent because Amanda kind of flipped out at him for that text, right? You kind of
you
let him have it. So of course he's going to distance himself. That's what you do. That's your defense mechanism. You say, all right, I'll never talk to her again.
But you don't need a defense mechanism if it's completely innocent.
No, you do if somebody's upset. He's saving her feelings. She's mad. He's doing the proper thing. She came to him yelling, I don't like this. So I talked to my wife.
Why are you shaking your head? Hold on.
Just because the whole thing is just, I'm still mad. Like, the more I think about it, like, I'm over it now.
But you're still mad.
But I'm still upset about it.
If you think about it, you still get upset.
Right,
Okay.
because Mike, on that particular day, did not tell me that he thought I looked nice. So why is he telling my friend that? I didn't care if he texted her and said, hey, it was good seeing you tonight, or I had fun, or whatever. That doesn't bother me. But when you're commenting on someone else's appearance, I feel like that's a step too far.
Yeah, but she is always asking people how she looks and always looking for that compliment.
She definitely is.
You are not. And you guys are secure enough where that he doesn't need to say to you every day, why you look great.
But did she ask him? Did she say, how did you think I looked?
Yes,
no,
probably.
She didn't.
She asks everyone, how do you think I look?
Well, no, because she would have asked him that at the event, right? He texted her later on that night.
That's the vibe that she gives off.
She does give
How
off
do I
that
look?
vibe.
How do I look? What do you think of me? What do you think of me? And he probably is trying to. This is your friend and his friend, so he's trying to keep her happy.
Not anymore.
No, she told him to put the kibosh, and he did.
He put the kibosh on his own. That was not me whatsoever.
But now you're kind of uncomfortable with that, right? Because you want to hang out, the three of you together.
If that's what he wants to do, I'm not going to say no. That's not okay.
If he feels
if he feels uncomfortable being around her now, then I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to force you two to be together.
Well, he doesn't feel uncomfortable being around her. You got mad. He doesn't want to make you mad.
No, I think he's mad at her for telling me.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
he's mad because he got in trouble because she told me something and then he got in trouble.
Again.
I disagree.
You don't feel guilty if you didn't do anything wrong.
I think she got mad. Amanda got mad, and he said, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop it.
Has he ever texted your friends before?
This is his
or
friend,
said
too.
anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, he's texted my friends before, but nothing inappropriate, or in my eyes, inappropriate. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's left up to
And you never
debate.
got mad when he texted your friends before, so why would you get mad when he texted her?
Because of the comment about her appearance. The rest of the text message, I didn't care.
Okay.
Didn't bother me until that. portion.
Well, it's such a fine line because although we hear a lot about Amanda's and Mike's relationship, we're not living it.
Right.
So it's such a fine line that could push you over to thinking one thing or back to
Right.
thinking something else. Most people would be like, that's okay, that's fine.
Well, and the funny
but
thing
in
is-
their relationship, we don't know if that's okay or that's fine.
But look at the perception here too, where she got mad and with her actions, Amanda said, "I don't approve of this." He says, "Okay, fine, I'm done talking to her. I don't want to hang out with her anymore." And now that is a sign of guilt. Where when Katie gets mad at me and says, "Stop doing that," I stop doing it. It doesn't matter if I think it was wrong. She made her mad, so I stopped doing it.
Right, but how often do you do things with other women that make her mad?
With my friends, yeah, all the time.
Your female friends?
Yes,
Okay.
male and female friends.
Well, you and Katie have also been married for 14 years,
Right.
and you have kids together, and you're older and you're more mature.
I don't think any of that matters in this
No?
instance.
I think it matters.
Somebody came to somebody and said, "I don't like what you did." Somebody said, "All right, I'm done doing that." And then that.
And I don't want to be friends with that person anymore.
Well, he's taken it maybe a little far, but we don't know how angry she was, Amanda. We don't know what was.
She's still
happening.
angry.
Right.
I'm still mad, but I approached him with I wanted him to explain to me. I didn't all of a sudden just blow up at him.
Right.
I approached him like, listen, why don't you explain to me what happened? And he refused.
Did you say to him, you didn't even tell me I looked nice that day?
That came up later on.
And what did he say about that?
Well, his whole defense was that he had been drinking and he didn't even remember sending that message.
Okay.
And how did you feel about that?
I don't know if so he's the kind of person where he'll clear out his phone because he's so anal about everything being clean and clear.
Okay.
So he's been doing that since I've known him. So that wasn't like a red flag to me. But according to him, he never even saw that he sent that message because he
cleared it
deleted
out.
it after he sent it and
Okay.
never remembered doing it.
I like that. And then you said that makes me angry. And he said, "Fine, I'll stop talking to her." Love it.
I don't know if I really bought that, but
This guy.
that was what he had to say.
I don't know if I buy that either. The whole I was so drunk I don't remember texting. But if you come out, like if the lion has you in the corner, you go for whatever you think
say
will
what
work.
you gotta
right?
say.
Exactly.
Yeah, steak. Look, a steak.
I don't remember doing that. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Darn booze.
It won't happen. I promise. I won't talk to her.
Morning.
We're on the radio
We're on the
right now.
I didn't know we were done with the song. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
Wait, did I have a beer when you were there?
You did. You
Okay.
did. You definitely did.
Okay.
We were
Russ
ju-
came to my party over
We were
the
just
weekend.
filling Russ in. He said that he missed me at the party. You thought that I would have closed it all down.
I would assume that you
Right.
might still be there right now.
Right. I got yelled at by Connie for doing some stunts in the pool, and Katie, my wife, whisked me out of there. Said, "It's time for us to go. Goodbye." I'm like, "Wow, I'm having fun. They love this." No, we need to go.
Well, if Connie was yelling at you about doing things that were
Oh, my
inappropriate
goodness.
in the pool,
One thing, and I just simply said, you guys, stop it.
Yeah, but not like that. Like a bazillion times louder. It was
there might have
awesome.
been some other language involved
No,
as well.
that was all I said.
Even my kids were like, "Wow!" Normally, only mom yells at dad like that, but Connie got to like go, "Bah, bah, da, da," and poor Dan. Dan was like, "Oh no, you're leaving?" I'm like, "I have to. I'm torn out of here." So I missed the fun because when I left at what, like 5:30, 6 o'clock,
Something like that,
and
yeah.
and already she was screaming at people, and it went
Him.
until
It was just him,
When-
and just that one time.
went until 2 a.m.
Well, when I stopped by, it was about 7:30, and she was in great mood, and she gave me a tour of her beautiful home.
Oh, nice!
And
You got a
we
tour?
had a really nice conversation, and she didn't yell at me at all.
Wow. Now, did you have to bring your own beer? Or did she give you a beer?
No, I brought my own.
Okay, good.
I followed the rules.
Because I found out that there was beer there for people who didn't bring their own beer. After I had
and
already.
punch. He's like, there was punch? Yeah. Oh, didn't I not tell you that?
No, didn't know there
That's
was gonna
because
be
it had
beer
vodka in it.
or punch. Didn't know any of this stuff was there, and I didn't get a tour.
Well, I'm sure you just wandered around
I
because I
did.
know you. That's how you
Well,
roll.
because I had to put my swimsuit on, so I was naked in 2 rooms in her house.
What do you think about this? The only person that Poof, my cat, hissed at, Curtis.
Which I didn't hear him hiss. That's Dan saying that he hissed, and I don't know how reliable he was at that time. He definitely meowed a lot because I just picked him up and I was naked. I'm like, "Hey, look at me! I got a cat."
That's probably why.
Yeah, he didn't like. Well, Connie said she picks him up naked all the time. So I don't
He's
know.
really soft. It's kind of a cool feeling.
Too much information.
That's what I said.
Too much information.
So did you shut it down then? Were you there until 2?
No, I got there at 7:30 and I left probably by 8 o'clock.
Okay, that's like how Amanda was. Amanda was there from like 1 until 1:17. She's like, hey, this was a good time. Good.
I was there for like 2 hours.
Were you
She
really?
was there for a
Yes.
few hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Yeah.
I saw you. I talked to you for a few minutes. Had a couple beers, and then you were gone.
You were having fun.
I was. Who knows? Who even knows what happened, really, for most of that day?
You were having fun.
I did. I had a great time. Thank you. I do have some, shoulder issues that we'll go over with your homeowner's policy later today.
Nice.
That was
nice.
hilarious when somebody said to me, he would sue you if he broke his neck.
Yeah, I feel like
yep, he would.
well, you have to, right? That's what homeowners is for. That's like if you were in my car and we got in an accident, you would have to sue me. Otherwise, nobody's replacing your knee.
No.
Because you can't afford that.
No.
Russ isn't going to help you out.
Would you help me out with my knee?
Sure, I'll help you out.
Thank
with
you,
it.
Russ.
That's
Ha.
awesome. You
See?
would?
Sure.
Would
I'd
you
probably even
with-
help you.
Would you help me with my knee?
Sure.
Thanks, Russ.
See?
Because I got a shoulder issue. I hit it there in the pool.
I don't know anything about that.
Just knees. Just knees. Okay.
Just knees.
Fair
He
enough.
draws the line at anything above a knee.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Knees
Exactly.
down is what you go for. How was the rest of your weekend?
It was good.
Was
It was
it?
good, yeah.
It was.
Lots of-
Did you get rained on, or
It just-
hailed on?
No hail, just a little bit of
Okay.
rain. A little bit
Good.
of rain.
Good.
So.
Because I worry about you.
And you were at a lot of
Thank you.
softball
I appreciate
and
that.
basketball? Were you at a basketball game?
Basketball and softball this weekend. Yeah, so it was.
You're like the
softball was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
You're like the sportiest family on the face of the earth.
I'm sure there's other people there. Just
You
as-
should play on a softball team.
Yes.
We've had this conversation.
Oh, have
you
we?
would be great. You'd be great at softball.
Because you need more softball.
No,
and you
I'm
should
good.
bowl.
No. Maybe golf. I'd like to golf again.
When's the last time you golfed?
Have you golfed this year?
Not very much.
No.
Crazy.
very much.
Isn't this year like the perfect weather so far for golfing?
It's been really nice. I've seen a lot of people golf.
Driving by on your way home at 8:30 at night.
Hey, there's people golfing out
I
there.
would have liked to maybe hit some
Does it
balls.
make you a little sad that you're missing out on the most perfect summer in the history of Michigan for golf?
Sometimes, yes.
I'm
But I enjoy my kids and going to sporting events and all the
Nice.
friends that are along with them. So.
That's the nicest thing to say. Because I also get to go to sporting events. No, thank you. My goodness.
Connie and Curtis.
Connie